Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
What you say to me, all I know is that I've got to be free from the things you do. It will all come back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Yeah. If you're listening to this or watching this on the day that this comes out, it's Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Crisis, Merry Chrysler. If you want to watch this, you are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. Hope y'all are doing good. But if you're actually watching this live, please be careful. Santa's out there. He knows when you're awake. He sees you when you're sleeping, though. Well, that's a little weird, though. We're not going to get into that. I thought, I'm looking at I put a Yule log in the background. It's at 4K. What? It looks way too realistic. I'm going to get into weird tangents already. But, it's really weird in those, kind of videos. I didn't even do the intro stuff. But it's weird in those kinds of videos where it's this is probably definitely AI or enhanced by it. I don't know. Maybe. But it looks really good. God damn. If you're watching the video, that's way too many frames. What the fuck? Anyhow. You are listening to Midnight Ramen. If you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltedLurkOriginal, all one word. I was going to say, does that really matter? Yeah, it does. I guess. But not only you can watch this happen live, you can interact in the chat and change how things go. If you're holly and jolly enough. Yeah. But if you can't interact, you can watch the after show, yada yada yada, but for up to 2 weeks you can watch the VOD here on Twitch, and on YouTube you can watch the edited episodes and all of them on there, sometimes videos and stuff like that. But yeah, also on Spotify you can do that as well, starting at episode 100 and onward. And I have also on there the radio show, which I used to do back when I was in college. So all of that is on there. It's clean. So you can, I say clean, but some of the music in the playlist, it's stuff that come on. When it does swear, it's but it's not the worst. Anyway. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. It's crazy to think that the end of the year is really just sprung. Feels I don't know. November felt a little slow. And then all of a sudden just a lot of stuff happened and a lot of stuff didn't happen in December. Weird. I was sick last week. When I did last week's episode, I'm over it, but you can definitely still hear it. I feel like you can definitely still hear it in my voice that I'm still a little fucked up. I'm sorry, pardon me. I'm going to try to keep this episode as clean as I can. I literally made that up as I was thinking about the radio show. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? Why don't I make this a clean episode that you can watch with the family or something like that? I don't know. Why would you want to? Okay, whatever. But the what was I talking about? Yeah, oh yeah, my voice. So you can still definitely hear some of the gruff. I theorized earlier today because I'm still coughing a little bit. Just like, I feel like it's not because like sickness cough. I feel like it's sensitivity cough. So what I theorized I got an infection in my throat somewhere because I was sick. I feel like that's what happened. And it could be bronchitis. I don't think it is because I'm not struggling to breathe as hard as I did when I had it. Way back when I was a kid. So I don't think it's that. I think it is an infection along like something like, because like talking, this is all right now. I feel like it's degrading a little bit more as I continue, but like there, I needed to get some discomfort out. But a lot of it, it's just like, oh, I breathe funny. It tickles. So I gotta cough a lot. But it's not as bad as it was like Friday, Saturday. Like I was this deep. I was this deep. I could barely talk. This was the level that it was at. And the mic is doing it way too much justice probably, but like this is probably the level that I could talk at on Friday and Saturday. It was not good. Like I could not even yell. It was really bad. But then I feel like I'm not like at full power yet. I definitely feel like maybe I did have an infection, but I'm getting over it, and it's not too bad. I feel like by next week, like even if I get some stuff and check to make sure that it is, I feel like it'll be fine. Even without, I think I'll be fine. I'm not strong. But yeah, it's Christmas. I got all of my frame shopping. That was weird. So I got all of my Christmas shopping done. Technically, the main Christmas shopping I got done like last week, but I needed to get stuff on Monday because one person I didn't get, and I had to get stuff for the pets. So I did that. I went to the mall. I went to like, not to get super specific, but I went to the Eden Prairie Mall on Monday. Holy smokes. It was packed. I went into the Barnes & Noble entrance. The Barnes & Noble on a Monday. On the obviously before Christmas, but like still on a Monday. And there was a line for the registers. Like a very long line for the registers. It was scary. It was like, what the heck? Like, granted, yes, it is part of the mall, but like, it was a long line. Like, I had, like, what? And they had like, from what I could tell, like all the registers going, so it was busy. It was popping. But I got stuff there. I technically got my shopping done. It was yesterday. Oh God, technically. I'm saying Monday is also technical too, but I got my shopping done like a while back. But technically yesterday, my mom's like still finishing some wrapping or doing some wrapping stuff. And she's like, oh, go to Walgreens and get some tape. I go to Walgreens. It's freaking packed. The whole parking lot. It's like small town having a Walgreens parking lot that busy at like, it was like 4 o'clock. It was about 5. So around the time that, families and, people are getting off work and getting home. So it was very busy. And I just like, I was like looking at the tape. There's like all these double-sided, all these weird narrow ones that, you know, you can't really use for packing, or like wrapping. Obviously you have packing tape, but it's not the same. I'm just like, shoot, what am I going to do? And then just corner my eye straight in front of my face, there's just this 4-pack, the one and only 4-pack of just like the right kind of wrapping tape. I'm just like, no way. I got it. But then I needed to grab something else. They're probably not going to hear this. I needed to grab my Secret Santa thing for work, which was a SIM card. And I'm just like, I was looking all over hell just to find one. I was looking at grocery stores, Walmart, Target, freaking Best Buy, like stores that would have it, and they didn't. And I'm just like, what is going on? And I'm like, and I'm like, even for some of those stores, multiple locations. And I'm just like, what the actual frick is going on? This is jingling my my bells here. Like, what the heck? So I'm just like, last shot, you know what? I might as well check. And lo and behold, $20 card. I was at the point where I'm like, I found it. Cool. If not, if I didn't find it there, I'm just like, all right. If any worst comes to worst, I'm literally just going to give them $20, say, hey, here you go. Get something on Steam, or just do it through Steam. I don't know. Weird. But yeah. Still, my busy thing, and kind of speaking of work, and I'll say this at the end of the episode, but I don't know if next week's episode is going to be on, you know, the Thursday. Technically, it's going to be New Year's, but I don't know. So it could be happening. I don't know. It kind of depends on work. Technically, the way that my position is active during the, you know, the festivities, we get done at like 9. So possibly, I'm not saying it's certain, we can have a regular episode. If not, I'll probably do it the next day. Or I'll do it the day before. So, yeah. Because, like, I don't want to mess around. You know. Yeah, it's, you know what? I'll probably, I'm trying to think of when I would do it. I'd probably do it the day before. Yeah. Whatever. It would be a long day, but whatever. Yeah, I could definitely feel like there's a little roughness to this. But it could be a lot worse. Like a lot worse. So I don't know how I would say myself as a gift, as like someone that gets like gift stuff. Like it depends. Depends on who. I think I get to it depends. There's a flow state in which, like, oh, I know what I'm trying to get. And I can think of the person. It's like, oh, they might not think of this, but they'll want this. I'll get this flow state, you know, just like, oh, boom, 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 boom. Get the whole list done in one. But I feel like this one, the main problem that I had this year for Christmas shopping was finding what I wanted to get. I think I got most of it done in one. A good chunk of it done in one, I want to say. But then there were like things that I did a little bit before to prep and things I did after to do that, to finish it off. And I got most of it done in one. But I think I did pretty well. I think I did pretty well this year. I only did it at one store. No. Actually, now that I think about it, kind of took a few trips, few different ones, or like two major ones, a little lesser one, and then like a few smaller trips here and there. So it was definitely a lot more scattered than it usually is, but yeah, I think I did pretty good. Could have done better, yeah. What also sucks too is that my sister has a birthday around this time as well, so it sucks because I have to get both the Christmas stuff and birthday. Now that's where I'm a little lacking because like she'll probably hear this, but like I could have done more for the birthday, but like there's a certain way that I had to do one gift, and it looks so good if I did it that way. So well, yeah, I don't know. But then another one's kind of a gag gift, but also it is a gift. It'll be funny. Oh gosh. No, they could have seen their stuff. Actually, could they? No. No. I'm delusional. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'm a terrible rapper. Absolutely dog water at it. Like, I did 2 bags. Well, 2 bag gifts. One, I just didn't want to wrap a bunch of little smaller gifts. And then the other one was like, how am I going to wrap a bottle? How am I going to wrap a bottle like this? There ain't no, how am I going to wrap 2 of them of the same thing? It's like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. So I just like kind of gave up and just put it in a bag. It kind of looks weird. It looks so oddball compared to the rest, but it is what it is. Yeah, but I think I did pretty good this year. Pretty good. Yeah. Just gonna do stuff with family. Not as, just mainly immediate stuff. Like in past years, we've done more stuff with some of my cousins and uncles and stuff like that, but probably not this year. We just don't want to travel too far. It's just like, that's fine. And a lot of stuff has gone on this year. And I also, like, this, what I might have may be infectious, but I also don't think it is. I think it's just an infection. So I don't think it's going to get other people sick. But, you know, I don't know. That said, I don't think it would. But again, never know. But we were just like, you know, there's stuff kind of, but it's fine. It's fine. Still family. And I don't like a lot of other, and it's also some distance things like, oh, you got people scattered all over the place. And I don't do like kind of more of like a Merry Christmas wish or Christmas wish stuff in the second half for the family as much as I can without giving names, because I don't want to, but if you know, you know. Like, especially for the family, if you know, you know. You know who you are if they're watching. But yeah. it really doesn't feel like we're at the end of the year, but there's been a lot going on. It's been a rough year, but it's also been a good year. Lots of ups, lots of downs. Hopefully next year's always better, but you can't just hope for the best. Hope for the best. I actually got to look at what my 2025 predictions were. I don't know if I did them. Maybe I did. Did I even do them? Maybe I did. I kind of want to check. I'm not going to show it on screen, but I think I might check them just to be sure that I did do it. I don't think I did. Maybe I did though. I did 2024. I don't think I did 2025. Nope. These are all kind of bad too. They're not good. Oh man, I'm sorry that I have to cough and stuff. It is some of the breathing thing. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's fine. I don't want to get too detailed stuff. Oh, you know what? I could talk about. Nah, I don't have enough time to do that in this section. I could do that in the second half, or mention it in the second half. And you know what? I could do it a little bit early. So why don't I do the magic bit now? Because I got stuff that I can talk about in the second half of the show, or more than half at this point. So let's do that now. I have to put a light on, because if I don't, you can't see the cards. It looks blood red. So we got 2 packs of Avatar today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat the last episode's one, because wow, that was kind of crazy. Unless if I get a Badgermole Cub. That would be insane. Or Azula, I guess. Or a card that doesn't exist in these packs. So I don't know. Or a very good, whatever the heck it is. So we got Azula Always Lies. She always lies. Rowdy Snowballers. Razor Rings. Oh, excuse me. Raksha's Audience. Porcupine. Kyoshi Battle Blade. Pretending Pox Bears. Sun Warriors. Sparring Dummy. Ozai's Cruelty. Destined Confrontation. Then we got Foggy Swamp Visions for the rare. It's kind of We got Fire Nation Warship for the foil, and then a full art Forest. Forest? Okay. Looks like a lion turtle. So I'm like, what the heck? Pack 2. We got Foggy Swap Hunters. Iguana Parrot. Path to Redemption. Wall Top Sentries. Boomy Bash. Otter Penguins. Ooh, okay, now we got the thing, and it's bad. We got Join the Dance. It's a sorcery. You create 2 1/1 white creature tokens, and it's got cost of green and a white, and a flashback of 3 a green and a white. So it's not great. I mean, we got it. Ravenous Waterbending. War Balloons. Earth Water Rumble. The Mechanist. Actually, the Mechanist is pretty fun, but he's not super great. And then behind it, we got Beifong's Bounty Hunters. And then behind that, we got Azula Cunning Usurper for foil. That's pretty cool, actually. Kyoshi Village and Ally. 3 rares and that. I think it's to make up for the... I'm going to look it up. Because, like, yeah, that kind of bad. I think it's Join the Dance. Like, it's not worth anything. It's definitely not worth anything, but I just want to check it. Literally $1. Yikes. All right. You know what? I feel like I need to redeem myself with another pack. If I don't do it, I feel like I'm screwed. You know? I feel like let's do another pack. Although, that was not a bad one. I mean, could have been worse, yes. But, like, Join the Dance? What? See, what I feel like they really botched with this set are the list cards. And the only way that you can reliably get them is through collector boosters. And it's like, come on. You have stuff in collector boosters already that's harder to get. Just do it. Like, you don't need to do that. Just have it be like 1 every 10 pack. Like 1 every 5 packs. And you can still do rarities. Because that was abysmal. I'm sorry. Like, you can't even play it in standard anyway, so why does it matter? You can play it in limited. Or draft. But other than that, why, like, you know. So Dialect, Indoctrination, Forecasting Fortune Teller. Oh, yeah, I was like, is that right? That was right. Oh, hold on. Make sure I'm on my stuff. We got Sandbender Storm, Rumble Arena, Origin of Metal Bending, Cunning Maneuver, Otter Penguins, Kyoshi Island Plaza, North Pole Patrol, Tiger Dillo. I didn't even know that was a card. Foggy Swamp Keeper. Ooh, Legend of Kyoshi. Okay, that's a bit better. It's a mythic. Saga, and then it turns into Kyoshi on the back. Avatar Kyoshi. First, draw cards equal to the greatest power of a creature you control. Earthbend X is the number of cards in your hand. That land becomes an island in addition to its other types. And you can exile it, and it becomes Kyoshi. Avatar Kyoshi, lands you control have trample and hexproof. And then add X, you can tap her to add X, where of 1 color, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control, which is pretty cool. And then the foil is June, Bounty Hunter. And we got a foil Forest. So that was a better pack, I think, technically. Because it had Kyoshi. Kyoshi good. Yes. It's not even the full art, too. So, yeah. So, the 2 stories that I could actually talk about. The first story, I'll keep it on. It's kind of longer, but... So, when I started the episode, I played some Christmas music, but then I changed it over to the Hallelujah Chorus, which is from Handel's Messiah. And why I did that, not only was because, like, oh, it's famous and familiar, but... Again, it's from Handel's, the Hallelujah Chorus is from Handel's Messiah, which is about, you know, Jesus and his life, but it's very thematic because it's Christmas, and it was the finish, like, in terms of, like, Christmas stuff in Handel's Messiah, that's kind of the end. Yeah. So, and why I like it is because I remember performing it multiple times basically middle school through high school, I was with a group of all age people, like people of all ages, young and old, that came together, and it was outside of like school and stuff. So we came together like I feel like it was once a month or once every 2 weeks or something to that degree. And we came together for like 2.5 hours and practice some songs, or practice songs that we wanted to do. Very high skill level vocal songs. So like a lot. The tough thing about it was that it was tough for like younger students and stuff like that. It was intentionally tough. Like it was not like you walked in there thinking you were a hotshot, you will be humbled almost immediately. It was like college level, like high college level stuff. Like we weren't like memorizing it, because low key memorizing it is stupid, especially the stuff that you were doing. Like in that kind of like classical vocal setting, it is better to have the music in front of you, to know the dynamics and know everything that's going on in the song, to make sure that you do not mess up. It's like playing an instrument. Like, yeah, you can memorize the song. You can memorize, but you got to have that memory like down pat every single time. But it's better to have it in front of you, because then you can see it. You can visualize it. You can know, hey, yeah, I need to play it this way. Whereas if you memorize it, you have to basically, there's an extra level to that, and it's not fun, and it's not usually as good, I feel like. In other settings, yes, you can do that. Even if you're solo, yes, you can do that. But in the kind of setting that it was, we didn't do it. I think very rarely we did, though. Or we just knew it because we were doing it so much. It was to the point where we could do memorized, but we didn't because it was better. That's why. And like we did Handel's Messiah, we did a bunch of other foreign language songs. It was really good. Like the amount of mentorship and instruction and the quality of teaching that I got from that. Like when I got into college, I'm gonna like, not to fuck it. Like to bash my college professor for choir. Yes, it was an y'all come choir, but for the y'all come choir, it was so fucking easy. I could walk in there blindfolded with my balls chopped off and my throat worse than this and still be good. Like, that's not a good thing. I'm sorry, but like the challenge was not there. It just wasn't. Like, yeah. Oh, and the audition one, it's like, no offense to the people that were in it. A lot of them were music ed majors, and no problem to them. Some of them, but it's like a lot of them were music ed majors, and a lot of music majors like, that's fine. Like, hell, I could have probably auditioned and probably made it in easy, but it's just like, some of them I just did not want to be around. They're just so cocky. It's like, you're not that good. Like, shut up. Which, in retrospect, like, I feel like I definitely dodged a bullet, because, like, schedule-wise, that would have fucked me over. But that is, needless to say, good thing I didn't do it, because like it wouldn't work with my schedule with the classes I needed, and I probably wouldn't have made it out the time that I did. I did like a regular 4 years. Although technically there was times where I needed to basically just like have nothing for classes, but there were other times where I needed to have like a loaded schedule. But like, yeah, having that on there would have been fun or easy or good for me. So, how like even some of If I would have done it, I think that would have like caused the radio show to not be as good. Or I wouldn't have had as much time to do certain things here and there, stuff like that. To practice, like, yeah, I need to get like one thing too. I need to get back into is like practicing horn, and I need to get back into music stuff because, like, not to say that like I'm amazing at it, but it's like I need to sharpen my skills and get better, and there's a lot of other things I want to get like hone my abilities and this and this and that, blah 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 blah. But I need time to do it, and it's yes, I can spend more time more effectively. There is that factor, but also to some degree, I just need the time to do it, And I feel like a lot of the time this year, like, yeah, I could have done some stuff or some days. But then there were other ones where it's like, oh, I want to do something. Well, half my day's gone because I need to do this or that. Great. So, whatever. Like, for instance, like I want to do a little bit more streaming, but, give or take. We'll see. Yeah. But going back to like the original group that I was like talking about, it was so fun. We did like Handel's Messiah multiple years around like churches, like smaller churches and stuff like that, and just the sound and the resonance and playing with a live orchestra or singing or playing or being in a live orchestra. Wow. In a like a church where like you're not being mic'd up and the acoustics. Oh man, that is so good. It is so fun. It is good. It's good to listen, but even funner to be in. I gotta say, personally for me, I think it's funner to be in. I'm one of those guys that, like, if it's like a sit down whatever concert like that, I'm going to pass out. Sorry. I get sleepy. Like, technically, if I'm being honest, I should have had a lot more credits for my concert going. But thank God for COVID for really screwing that over. Because I would have not have technically made it. But it is what it is. But I'm grateful. But like again, like this is like some like even like both me and my sister were in the group around similar time, separate a little bit, but like I remember coming up like being like it's Messiah time, and then we started singing the exact same song. Now that's when you know you've done enough of it. Or like there are other songs I'm thinking of that are just like really good. I can't think of them off the top of my head, nor do I want to sing them because some of the ones that I'm thinking of, I don't really start in it. I can't even think of the title of it. But there's a lot of one. We did like songs in Russian. We did one in Japanese. I do remember that one. I feel like we did Russian, French, German. German's a very good one for singing. Very good. Because of the way, well, a lot of, classical compositions came from like, that area, like Germany and Poland, around there, like Italian too. It's just the way that the language works and the way that they are able to use the lyrics and the voices and the way that they use the music with the language just works so well, And like some of the songs, like, yeah, we got the translation, but a lot of it we didn't know exactly what we're saying. But it's the conjugation, like the way that you enunciate and say things. Like, you may not know what you're saying, but as long as you know how to do it, you're fine. Or you enunciate it correctly. It's like, bad example, but it's like bag and bag. You know? It's like bag, bag and bag. Or bag. So now you can't really tell if I'm saying like a shopping bag or I'm begging, But it also depends on context, but whatever. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to talk about. Well, even with the Messiah thing too. So before I was in the group, they would go to New York like every year to do Handel's Messiah there. In Lincoln Center or like Carnegie Hall or whatever. But the entire time that I was with the group, they didn't. They did not once. But the exact year that I go to college, I come back home, they're like, yeah, we're going to New York again. We're singing at Carnegie Hall. I'm just like, really? The year after I leave is when you guys go back again. And they're like, oh yeah, you can come with. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because thinking about it, I feel like that would have really financially screwed me over. Because like sophomore, junior, and senior year of college, like for financial aid stuff, I had to do some crazy stupid things to get the most amount of stuff out of what I needed. And wow, I can't believe I was able to get as much stuff. Like there was a semester of college where I had to basically like the end of November, like basically to the end of the semester, more or less, like I had to get stuff, like I had to wait to register for my classes, and my advisor was like kind of pissed a little bit. My professor, my advisor was kind of mad because I financially couldn't, because I didn't do certain things to get financial aid for this semester, so I couldn't do next one or something like that. It was kind of because I had to prove some taxes stuff, and like my parents' taxes at the time were really messed up, and they had to like push it back. There's a weird technical term. I don't know exactly what it was, but they had to like push it back, keep pushing it back. And I couldn't get any FAFSA or anything until it was all decided and figured out. And yeah, I got it done. Like, and I was able to do classes. And that's why I think that's why the one before COVID, I didn't have that many classes. That's what it was. That's what it was. My girlfriend's like, at the time was like, oh, why don't you take more classes? I'm like, well, the classes that I could take, it won't fit my schedule. And the ones that like, the classes I want to take won't fit my schedule, but the classes that do fit my schedule aren't good for my degree, for getting credits. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think I will. It's one of those situations. Technically, if I really fought for it, I could have graduated like in December of 2020, but my girlfriend did. Which, like, that was the last episode of the radio show that I just put out recently. Still working on the rest of them. I I think what I want to do is I want to get a head start and start working on them. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because I want to get like a reaction and stuff to be like, on top, like week of is when I'm like, oh, this is blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is the same whatever, blah, 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 blah. Have like close, similar timelines to when I like have that last segment or notes have like be close on that. But yeah. End of that one. But I think, you know what? Last 15 minutes, I'll do like a little like Christmas wish stuff for the entire family. I'm going to try to do a little bit based off of distance, but I'm going to bop around here and there. I'm going to do on like my dad's side first, because that one I'm thinking of off the top of my head, and I know it's a lot easier, a lot harder to track. But I can keep in mind of it a little bit better. So I have a cousin that's far out in Connecticut. I don't know if he is right now, but he's I'm obviously going to say based on general where they're living. But I have a cousin in Connecticut. I'm the oldest male cousin, but he's the second oldest male cousin in my dad's side. I'm the youngest male cousin on my mom's side, so that's male, of my generation, quote unquote. So, one below it, he's living in Connecticut. He's going to school to be a doctor, and I just wish that he gets through his classes. He finds a good place that he wants to, do his practice, and I do need to. I hope he's doing good with his girlfriend too. I know they also have cats, so I'm like, oh boy, they get to know the joy. And I remember a story from, and I'm gonna keep it short, but it's like they're in an area where you could just basically ride a train, go to NYC. That's pretty cool. And I hope he likes life there and all that fun stuff. But moving far south from there, I have an uncle down in Florida. He's retired this year. He's living on, I can't remember exactly where in Florida, but in a place that it's the better spot, whatever, of Florida, that it's not as hurricane prone. I mean, you're still going to have hurricanes, but it's a lot more established to be able to fight against it, or to be able to handle it. I know he was definitely part of the family where it was tough for him because he was getting scrutinized by some of the other his brothers, and because of work. But I wish the best for him in his retirement, and him to have good times, and him to be able to see not only his kids, but to see his grandkids. And yeah, because I know recently one of them went down there to visit. I don't know if they're still down there. Maybe they are, but hope he's doing good down there. Speaking of talking of his kids, because they're immediately then I can know where they are. So one's up in like the Duluth area, North Shore area. They're doing good. 2 kids. It's crazy to think about that. They're getting into high school. I remember them coming down for Christmas, like driving all the way from where they were or where they live just like on Christmas Day in the winter when there's, winter. This year is kind of But to drive all that way, and they got small kids, and one of them's really on the on the spectrum with, I can't remember exactly if she has Downs or no, it's not Downs. It's more autism, severe case of it. But just to be able to go all that way and the dedication, and she has very good high commitment to her kids. Know that she is always, she's always loved, she's always welcome, and then is always fine to ask for help. Her sister lives more west. Her older sister was more west. She is the mother to the eldest of the lower generation, technically. I just wish that she has a good time. She's able to handle herself and handle her alone, and find what she loves to do. I mean, that's the best thing I can think of at the moment. But yeah, I wish nothing but the best, obviously. And then the one that's in the good old Fargo, North Dakota. This is still like, I'm not gonna count stepkids, but like, still part of the. So that one, I'm gonna go a little late on this one. I'm gonna be honest. I just look at that time, I'm like, uh-oh. So the one in Fargo, North Dakota, which she graduates with good grades. I don't know exactly what her grades are. Like, probably I would hope summa cum laude. That would be pretty cool. Or I can't remember what's the 3.8 one. I think that's what I graduated. I'd honestly have to look. I'm honestly surprised that I did. I was like on the line and I did it. I'm glad of it too. But I hope she graduates well. She did very fine work earlier this year when we had a family funeral, and I'm very grateful for her commitment. And yeah, moving closer to here, more cousins. So I don't know exactly where, kind of in the cities. So another younger cousin, he's going into dentistry. I hope he's doing well. Don't get one hand too far into someone's jaw that you get it bit. I know he's following in the footsteps of his mom, so that's pretty cool. And I just wish that, he has good times and knows that, hey, you gotta know. You gotta know. Don't be stupid. But have a good one. My other uncle, and then my other cousin, her boyfriend kind of looks like me. I'm gonna admit it. I'm gonna say it. I hope she's very in tune with her up to speed on her spiritual journey. I hope that she continues into the faith, which she continues in the faith, and helps to seek others in whatever best way that she can. I don't remember exactly what she's going into, and I think she might be graduating this year. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. I can't remember. I think she is, but again, I'm not sure. And whatever she does after school, I wish her nothing but the best. And then my other three uncles, stop fighting. I'm going to keep it a little shorter here. One uncle needs to stop worrying about work. Wish that he stops worrying about work and focus on family, himself, others around him, but mainly himself as well. I mean, come on. Open the wallet. For once, Jesus. Other uncle, know that we are trying to help. Well, both of them. Know that you are loved. We're trying to help. There is always going to have to be compromise. And we know that you are going through a lot. We wish not, we want, but at the very end of the day, your family, and there's nothing that's going to break that. Yeah. That's on the dad side. On the mom side, it might be a little bit easier in some cases. So oldest uncles. Also I got to do the cousin. Hope they're doing fine. Hope my oldest uncle is doing. Well, I actually don't know which one's the oldest. I think I know. Hope he's doing fine. Don't stop gambling. Don't if I find him at work, I'm gonna be mad. Reasonably. Other uncle. I don't realize you need to slow down. Not all of life needs to be farming, but look at take care of your son. Now, I'm not even saying this in a bad way. I don't mean this in a really mean bad way. But like, reach out to the other siblings. Plan something. And to his son, we got a game again, man. I wish that the friend group gets together again. The guys that he used to play with is all because of him. Back in middle school, or mainly in high school, was because of him. And I'm grateful for that. Eternally. And I kind of want us to get it back together again, but it's a little hard. Because we're a lot more spread out these days. But that's fine, That's the way that it is. But oh boy, when we get together, it's really something else. And then other uncle, they're going to the airport soon to see one of their kids down in Iowa, which I'll talk in a second. Well, actually, one, two, maybe both. I live in Iowa. I don't know. But one, I wish them to have safe travels, have fun, and yeah. Yeah, I mean they're doing fine. They're doing pretty good. And be reasonable, like make the other ones come to senses. Be reasonable. Just I don't know. There's obviously family stuff always here and there. It is what it is. Aunt and her, and then their kids. So the oldest daughter, she and her husband have 2 kids. Actually, I don't know if their dog is probably dead at this point. Because that was an old dog then. And I'm thinking of, but because their kids are probably, oh my God, I don't even know. They're probably 10. Oh my God. So if that dog lived, holy moly. I'm thinking of. But I hope y'all are doing good. Christmas wish, again, have a good time. Ever come up? Say hey. Yeah. Other one that also lives in Iowa. They have 2 young kids. Oh boy, and they're huge. Not like in an fat way. No, like they're just massive. Like I've never seen 2 boys like that big for like 2 and 4. Like holy moly, they will like punch through a brick. Like they could probably, like if they get to like 10 years old, they'll be able to, like, physically they can walk through a brick wall. They're that big. They'll be that, juice basically. Not like, I don't think they're not doing drugs, but it's just like they're just big boys. Just like hardy like, but they're cool. And I know it's right because their oldest son, his favorite Toy Story, at least when he was younger, was Toy Story 2, which is correct. It's correct. Toy Story 2 is the best. I will. There's nothing to that. Yeah. Again, fun. Go Hawkeyes. Yeah. And then their middle child, he is in Wisconsin, I believe, or Illinois. Northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, something like that. I don't really know. His 2 kids, I can't, like when I saw them last, like they are a handful. I can't, like, I wish, like, I can't believe that he has the stamina. Like when I was young, when I was like a young kid out there, age 2, he was the one like older kid that I would be like, oh, play, and he would always have the energy to do it. Like he would always like play with his younger siblings, and it was so cool. It was so freaking cool. And I think, and I'm very grateful for this day, and he will be one of the pastors that I want at my wedding. Like, I want to do a dual one. A dual pastor wedding, because I want to have a family member that, well, I want to have him, but I also want to have someone that, well, I know who it is. I know exactly who it is. It's going to be someone from Atonement that got me in the door, got me to find my family, got me to where I was today. Technically, if I really want to get the like root of the problem, I'd get my old choir director, but that he's not even, I don't think he's an ordained minister, so. But no, I'd actually prefer one of the pastors at my church back in Fargo. And I would want to do it. It wouldn't be within a church, just for the sake of, like, I think neither of them could be able to do it in a church if I did dual. Which is funny. Which I don't intend. But it would be cool. But no, whatever. But no, I hope he continues to have all the energy to help people, to see people out, to seek out and help expand God's kingdom. And then my aunt, my one and only aunt, holy shit. Again, reach out with the family. I know it's been hostile over the years. That's my best wish. I hope you're doing good too. Yeah. And to her kids, her son, I think we're working at the same spot. I haven't seen him in a while. So, like, see him, say hi. Hope he's doing well. And then their daughter, again, hope you're doing well. Wish your family the best. I can't remember exactly what's going on with that. It's a little weird. Not like in a weird, like, I just don't know. Not a whole lot to talk about there. I'm sorry to say it that way, but, like, hope you're doing well. Wish that get back more family stuff. Like, and that's the thing that with the mom side of the family, there's just been a lot of stuff here and there, and even on the dad side, it's just kind of like, Like, I feel overall just, I wish to get family back together again. To get over this get over bullshit. I mean, it's going to happen, but, it is what it is. We're family, end of the day. And yeah, let's just wrap that up there. So, if you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltAlertOriginal. All one word. Where not only can watch this happen live, you can interact in the chat, change how the show goes. You can see this unedited. I don't know how clean exactly I made this episode. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know. I kind of kept it as good as I can. Like, it's like PG. Like, the curses are just like kind of They're there. I know we did. But it's not as like abhorrent. Which that means there's whatever. I know what that means, but I don't want to explain what that means. It's one of those words, You can watch the after show here. I watched this up for 2 weeks, but once it's gone, it's gone. But on YouTube and Spotify, you can watch the episodes or listen to the episodes. Yeah. That's the episodes on there. And Midnight Ramen, the radio show, is also on Spotify. We still got one more stretch of episodes to go for that one. Once, the next semester would continue on. And once that's done, it's done. It's crazy to think I'm almost done with it. Crazy to think. One more stretch. Especially long last episode. That one's going to suck to edit. Because it's a double episode. Yee. I started at 10 on that one. What else? I think that's... Oh, thank you to Gradients for the use of the theme song Used to It off the album The Call. I know they're doing another show on the 29th in Minneapolis. I can't remember exactly the venue. They have it on their listings, and you go follow them on social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm trying to think what else. I can't think of anything at the moment. YouTube, Spotify, other music platforms. Yeah. I know they're probably... I think that will be their last show of the year. And then obviously they have more shows coming up next year. And I feel like I also need to plan out... I would go to that show, but I also need to plan out some other projects. Specifically, and I'm addressing this once and maybe only once. I might talk about it in the after show, but or think about it. I don't really know. But, excuse me. But I need to plan out. I need to do the due date of 2025, and I haven't gotten the products I need, which is kind of a little bit of the thing I was trying to do on Monday, but I didn't really do anything of that. I don't even have a plan of when I'm going to do that. Oops. So... that's a thing. It'd be funnier if I did it in 2026. Beginning of 2026. But I have to do the due date of 2025. I think it's going to be especially different this year. I feel like, just keep it a little short. I feel like it's going to be shorter. It's going to be on Twitch still. But I want it more specific, and there's a lot of changes happening. I'll talk about it in the after show, but whatever. And thank you, but I really need to end the episode. And thank you guys for listening, watching, doing what you do, and all that other time. All that other stuff. Not time. As I look at the time, I think Santa might be knocking at the door. So act like you're sleeping, or go to sleep. Or if you are sleeping, cool. You're already ahead of the game. up on the house stuff. Tick, tick, tick. I'll see you later. That didn't even work. Bye-bye.
Different view. Oh baby, now don't be scared, but don't get used to it. Yeah, when I told her I can't let go, when I told her I can't say no. Oh baby, well I was scared, but now I'm used to it. I was scared, but now I'm used to it.